Hi guys, welcome back. Quants question, must know questions in Quant 7. Again, I'm focusing on block 5 algebra here for all of you so that you get a good learning experience of this. And I hope you enjoyed the bonus question of 6 that we brought for you. It was easy question specifically once you understand the graphs, etc. And I hope even those of you who are weak at maths can start thinking about these things and start solving them. Please do like the videos, please do share the videos, press the bell icon, and make sure that you comment about the videos so that we get discovered by the YouTube algorithm, and it creates auto suggestions for more people to watch our courses and our content. So interesting question for you today. Without any further ado, this question is based on the greatest integer function, and the question says, as you can see, it reads this, that let x be a real number that always satisfies the equation. This square bracket x, for those of you uninitiated, that square bracket x essentially means, it basically means, whenever you write something like this, it basically represents, without even defining it, it represents what is called as the GIF, the greatest integer function in maths. And what does the greatest integer function do? The greatest integer function, it takes the value inside the bracket and takes the integer which is just below it, the greatest integer less than the value. So to make things, to simplify things, if I put 4.1, for example, in the square bracket, so mathematics in the greatest integer function reaction, the value taken is 4. If I take 4.99, still the value is 4. And if I take let's say minus 2.1, the greatest integer below that is minus 3. So you should know how the greatest integer function behaves on both sides of the axis of the number line, when you take negative value inside or a positive value outside. Of course, if the greatest integer function is an integer by itself, if I put 4 inside the greatest integer function, then the value it returns is the integer itself. That's what a greatest integer function does. So in this question, what they are telling me, the greatest integer function of x by 7 should be equal to the greatest integer function of x by 9. And they're asking me how many solutions exist for the above equation. इस इक्वेशन के लिए कितने सॉल्यूशंस एग्जिस्ट करते हैं? तो when you start thinking about this, your first thought will be on non-negative numbers. Okay, let's say if I start taking x as 0, for example. When I take x as 0 and positive, let's focus on the non-negative range. When I take x as 0, x by 7 is 0 by 7, which is 0, and x by 9 is 0 by 7, and it is 0, which means that as x is equal 0, I have one solution for this equation, definitely. If I try x equals 1, x by 7 still gives me 1 by 7, which is point something, so its greatest integer function will be 0, and this gives me 1 by 9, which is still 0.11, and the greatest integer function of 0.11 will be 0. This is giving me 1 by 7, which is 0.14, and the greatest integer function of this will be 0. So at 1 also it will be 0. At 1 also both of them are equal. If I try 2, I can visualize the 2 by 7 here, which is less than 1. So its GIF is 0. 2 by 9, which is again less than 1.22, its greatest integer function is 0. So you start realizing that 0, 1, 2, it's going to be taking the same value at each of these numbers. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Even if you check at 6, for example, at 6 you will have 6 by 7, which is 0.85. So when you put that on a GIF, it will take 0 here, and when you put 6 by 9 here and put it on a GIF function, it will again be 0. So at each of these numbers, I'm going to have a value of 0 for both the sides of the equation. But where does it change? It starts changing when you take x as 7. At x as 7, this becomes 7 by 7, which is 1. So the GIF value of this side becomes 1, but at 7, the GIF value of this side still remains 0. 7 by 9 remains 0. So while they are equal at 0 to 6, on 7 you can see that they are not equal. And 8 also they are not equal, but because at 8, this function will again be 1, and that function 8 by 9 will still be 0. I hope you are getting this this logic. And if you are finding it a little bit difficult to visualize these, just do a little. Maybe you have not worked enough with GIFs. अगर वो दिक्कत हो रहा है तो ये लिख के तुम देख लो. अगर देखने में दिक्कत हो रहा है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग में दिक्कत हो रहा है, तो just write these and see. At 8 you can see that this is 1 plus, so its GIF will be 1, and this is still point something, 0.88 इसका value आ रहा है. 8 by 9 is giving you a value of 0.88, so this value is still 0. So while this is 0, that is 1, you're not getting an equality on that. So the next time equality happens is when you take x is 9. When you take x as 9, this will go 1 plus, and this will also become 1. 1 plus ka GIF will become 1, and 1 ka GIF is still 1. So they'll start equating each other, and you can now start understanding the pattern this is following. Till this value remains 1 point something. Till this value remains 1 point something. This value will also remain 1 point something till that point. Now after 9. So till that point, both of them will be equal. And you can see that this value, you should be able to visualize that this part of the function will become 2 at x equals 14. So at x equals 14, while this will become 2, this will still remain 14 by 9, which is 1 point something, so this will become 1. तो 14 पे equate नहीं आएगा, और 14 से 17 तक equate नहीं होगा जब तक this does not become 2. So in the range, at 9 they 7 8 पे equate नहीं हो रहे हैं लोग, 9 से equate होना फिर से start हो गया. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 पे the 2 will be equated. And you can check any of this. If you want to check 11, for example, 11 pe this will be 1 point something, so GIF will be 1. This will also be 1 point something, GIF will be 1. 14 pe the problem will be, if you plug x as 14, this value will come out as 2, and this value will still be 1 point something, so uska GIF will come out as 1. So the two are no longer equal. And कहाँ तक equal नहीं है? Till where they are not equal? Till this is 2 plus, and that is still 1 point something. So you should be able to see कि 18 पे at x equals 18, this crosses 2, and this is still not crossed 3. So at x equals 18, the next range of values will start where the two are equal. So if I take x, so 14, 15, 16, 17 pe they will not be equal. 14 to 17 they will not be equal. I am taking a little bit difficult questions because if I take two easy questions, then I don't think this session is actually valuable in terms of people who are trying to go for these top exams. So 14 to 17 pe you should be able to visualize that for each of these values, this is 2 plus and that is 2 minus. So the GIF of this will be 2 and the GIF of this is still 1. But at 18, x is 18, this is still 2 point something and this is also 2. So 2 point something का GIF will come out as 2 and this will also remain 2. So 18 से फिर से solution start होगा. और कहाँ तक solution रहेगा 18 से? Till where will the solution of this remain? From 18 till the point this does not become 3, because this will cross over 3 first before that comes to 3. So ये 3 कब बनता है? This becomes 3 at 21. So the next pattern is that 18, 19, 20 पे both of this side will also be 2 point something, this will also be 2 point something. But at 21, x is 21, this becomes 3 and this is still 2 point something. So the GIF of this is still 2 while the GIF of this has moved to 3. So 21 से solution मिलना बंद होगा तुम्हारा till when? After 21 this has crossed 3 till this reaches 3. So when is the next point this reaches 3? 27, x is 27. So all the values 21, 22, 23 up to 26 can be rejected as solutions, because if you check, if you have a doubt, if you check at 26, you will see at 26 this is 3 point something and at 26 this is still 2 point something. So 3 point something GIF becomes 3, 2 point something GIF becomes 2. So all these solutions will disappear. At 27, this is still 3 point something, and this is exactly 3. So the GIF of this will be 3 and the GIF of that will be 3. This will be equal, and 27 is your next solution, and that's the only solution after this, because as you can see, this smaller value x by 7 will cross 4 immediately at 28. It crosses 4 immediately at 28. At 28 this becomes 4. Well, this is still 3 point something. So at 28 again there is no equality. और उसके बाद नेक्स्ट टाइम इक्वालिटी अगर ट्राई करोगे तो इसको 4 पहुंचाना पड़ेगा. ये 4 36 पे पहुंचेगा. x by 9 will become 4 at x equals 36. But by the time this becomes 4, this would have crossed 5, because at x equals 36, this is 5 point something. And this has crossed 5 at 35 itself. So uske baad you'll never have a situation where both of them are equal. Because if you try at 33, for example, this is still 4 point something, and this is still 3 point something. When does this become 4? This becomes 4 at 36. But by 36, this has already crossed 5, because it crosses 5 at 35. So if you keep going further, if you want to get this to 5, if you want to get that to 5, you'll have to reach 45 on x. By the time you get to 5 on this side, this value has already crossed 6, because 45 by 7 is cross 6 value wise. So after this, you're never going to get a value. So if I'm looking at the non-negative solutions, how many solutions do I have in the non-negative numbers? I've got 7 solutions here. I've got 5 solutions here, that's 12. These are rejected, 14 to 17. 18, 19, 20 is 3 solutions, and 27 is 1 solution. So total of 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, that's 16 in the non-negative numbers. And you will have to do something similar, because the question is talking about, if the question had talked about how many non-negative solutions there are, the answer would be 16. But this question is saying that x is a real number. So that means x can take negative values also. So if negative side pe jaoge, you'll get a similar solution. I'm not expanding or giving you the entire solution here, but you can imagine this. I'll just give you the values. So what happens on the negative side? I'll just show you 1 or 2 cases, and what will happen on the negative side when x is negative is basically this, that if I take x as minus 1, this is minus 1 by 7, which is minus 0.14 value wise. Minus 0.14 का GIF is minus 1. और x by 9 का जो value है minus 1 by 9 है, which is minus 0.11, and इसका GIF is minus 1. So minus 1 से till both of them are minus 1, they'll be equal. Until when is this minus 1? This is minus 1 till minus 7. X is minus 7 तक ये minus 1 है. Minus 8 पे क्या होगा x by 7 को? Minus 8 पे x by 7 will be minus 8 by 7, which will be minus 1.14, जिसका GIF minus 2 आ जाएगा. So minus 8 पे इसका value still minus 1 है, इसका value minus 2 हो गया है. So basically the first set of values on which both are equal on the negative side is basically minus 1 to 7. Minus 1 to minus 7. This is 7 solutions. And then at 8 and minus 8 and minus 9, you will not get equality. If you check minus 9 by 9 is minus 1. So the GIF is still minus 1 of this. Minus 9 by 7 is minus 1.28. So the GIF is minus 2 in this. They are not equal. But if you go to minus 10, 11, 12 and 13, between 10 to 13, this will be minus 1 point something, and this will also be minus 1 point something. So both of them will give you minus 2. In fact, not just 10 to 13, also 10 to 14. At 14 also this will give you minus 2, and this will also be minus 1 point something. So the GIF will be minus 2. So minus 10 to 14 is the next 5 values. minus 10 to minus 14 is the next 5 values where they are equal. So that's 7 plus 5, 12. And this question is asking you to do a bit more than what normal aptitude questions will ask you. So if this is going to appear in aptitude exam, if you just do the non-negative one, that's going to be enough for your case. But उसके बाद आगे देखोगे तो again minus 10 to minus 14 के बाद after minus 15, this is minus 2 point something. This becomes minus 2 point something, so minus 3, and this becomes minus 1 point something, so minus 2. So they are not going to be equal. So next point where they become equal is at minus 19, because minus 18 तक देखोगे check करोगे तो this is still minus 2 point something and this is still minus 2. I'm just doing the same thing repeatedly again. If you're having a problem, just do these calculations, stop the video, do these calculations later. You will see what I'm trying to show you here. I'm not going fast on the logic, I'm just going fast on the calculations here. So if you're having a problem understanding this part, just stop the video and try each of these values. You'll understand what's happening. So at minus 18, this is minus 2 point something. So its GIF will be minus 3. And at minus 18, this is minus 2. GIF will be minus 2 still. So it's not happening at minus 18. So minus 19, 20 पे फिर से आएगा. Minus 19 पे this is minus 3. This is also minus 3. Minus 20 पे this is also minus 3. This is also minus 3. Minus 21 पे this is also minus 3. And this will also be minus 3. So 3 solutions again here. Minus 19 to minus 21. And after that, minus 22 पे this will become minus 4. If you go to minus 22, minus 22 by 7 is minus 3 point something, which becomes minus 4. And this is still minus 22 by 9 is still minus 2 point something, which is still minus 3. So we are not getting equality. So when will you get equality? When will you get equality? When this crosses, this crosses over to minus 4. And this still remains minus 4. So if you try to spot that, there's only one such value, and that's minus 28. Minus 28 pe this is still minus 4, and this crosses over to minus 4, because this is minus 28 by 9, so minus 3.11, which will be taken as minus 4 on the GIF function. And after minus 28, there will be no more solutions in this, which you can check and understand. So there's one more solution here. So 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, 16 on the negative side, and 16 on the non-positive side, or on the non-negative side. So the answer to this question is 32. How many solutions exist? The answer is 32. That's the value of this question. Chalo, I hope you enjoyed this session. Please do spread the word around. And one last thing, this course, I have talked to you about this in previous videos. This is a course we have brought in. We have started a professional courses division at Mindworks, and we are bringing a lot of courses in that. Upcoming courses are my personality development program and my success program. These are courses that are coming up. There's a course from Manish Konkar sir. He's doing a course on FMCG bootcamp at the Mindworks professional courses division. And those of you who are interested in looking at this course, the Crack Every Interview program, this is a program brought by 4 of us together. Me, Meenakshi ma'am, Manish Konkar sir, who is a corporate trainer, and Randir Mishra sir, who is an IIM ex-faculty as well as FPM from IIM, and also a mentor to a lot of educational institutions and B schools across the country. So 4 of us have gotten together to bring in content which should help anybody who's interested create a winning formula for himself for cracking interviews. And it's not just a short-term formula, it's a long-term formula of interview cracking. So if you're interested, do head over to that page. The link is there in the description also. Do head over to that page and you can buy this program. It's for $299 currently. We have priced it very, very cheap. We wanted the price to be below the price of a coffee cup. So that's what we have done at an upscale restaurant, of course. But that's what we have done. And do head over. And otherwise, the content is on this channel is of course going to be there for you anyway. And thanks a lot for being there. I'll see you next time. Saturday will be the next day when I'm bringing my next question. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.